And you think we have problems here in the United States. It's even rougher overseas because the trade wars are having even greater implications in China and in parts of Germany. Just take a look at the global markets now before we get to the United States. And another 1% down day over in China in general. Germany is also down almost 2%. A lot of that's big industrials and automotive names. And we talked about Friday about how these small caps in China are doing compared to the small caps in the United States that don't have as much export exposure, just like the Russell 2000. And you can see very clearly here, this is for the quarter to date. That top line is the Russell 2000, which is up, about 11% for the quarter. That bottom line, that's the Shenzhen, the small cap. And you can see the notable move to the downside in the last 4 weeks ago. Now it's down 11%. That's quite a gap for small caps U.S. versus small caps in China. Elsewhere, you can see the proxy in Europe for trade wars. While here it might be Boeing or some of the industrials or some of the semiconductors. Over in Europe, it is the automotive manufacturers. For the last month, we see now Volkswagen, Daimler, BMW, all of them down another 1.5 today. They're the proxies for the trade war. Here in the United States, looking at the sectors, the same proxies. Here they are industrials. Here they are materials, and also to a certain extent semiconductor stocks. You see semis, the SMH down rather notably, along with the industrials and the material groups. The big names, the semiconductor names, all down rather noticeably today. Most of the big ones down 2 to 3%. So you see Marvell, Applied Materials, Micron, all noticeably weak there. That's a big move down there for Micron. David was talking about the food companies and, of course, Kraft Heinz, potential interest in Campbell. I can make this very simply. They're all on the upside. You do not combine two slow growth or no growth companies and suddenly get a high growth company. That's the problem here. You can talk all you want about synergies, cut the entire back office out, and maybe you'll improve your margins a little bit. But you generally don't suddenly see higher multiples because you combine two low growth companies. And that's the problem. These companies have very low multiples. Campbell's now 13 times forward earnings. That's been going down for a number of years. And that's the problem that these slow growth industries really face. Elsewhere, I just want to know we're going to have a big week for IPOs. Look at those shares, the earnings going down for Campbell for a number of years now. Big IPO week. We're going to have 13, 14 if you include one of the SPACs. This will be the busiest day of the year. In fact, we might get 27, 28 at the end of June. That would be the busiest month since June of 2015. We'll get BJ's Wholesale, everybody knows then. We also get Yushin, which is one of the big online used car marketplaces over in China. Of course, that's going to be a big one as well. Right now, we're sitting at the lows for the day, Carl, down 200 points in the Dow. Back to you.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.